Okay, welcome to a time spiral draft. Don't really know much about this format. I did play with the time spiral sets a lot. It's one of my favorite sets, but it was back before I really drafted. Um, so I'm just gonna have to go with my gut on these ones, I think. This guy looks pretty good. Thelonite Hermit. Um, Morph's always cool. No, there's that one that gives like -2/-2, the blue one. That guy's pretty savage. Crozen Cloudscaper. He's a morph as well, but that's a lot of mana. This guy is expensive too, but this was a slow format from what I remember. Is there anything I'm missing here? Probably just going to go with my gut and take the Hermit. Green's very strong in Future Sight as well. They got a lot of good cards there. Remember. Bleh. Yeah. I think I want Thelonite Hermit, so we'll snag him. Pretty solid rare to start things off. It's very similar to Deranged Hermit, obviously, but just about everything's if it doesn't have something to do with time mechanics itself, it's probably a throwback to something. Phantom Worm. This guy looks pretty good. He's expensive, but he's a lot like Centaur, and Centaur's very good, although Centaur is better, obviously. Nah, that's okay, I guess. This looks like a pretty decent spell shaper. You get 2/1/1s out of it. Crook Claw Transmuter's probably pretty good. Oh boy, I just don't know anything. This guy. Each player discards a card that doesn't seem. Dark Withering. It's expensive. Maybe I just want Search for Tomorrow. Sure. I guess it's mana fixing and ramp. It seems pretty good. Ooh, Stuper. I have a foil Stuper in real life. I think the only foil one you can get is the one from Time Spiral. So that's pretty cool. This guy's terrible. I'm not gonna try and make that work. Totems. No, because it turns into Fire Syndicator. That's not something I want. This guy's good with Hermit. This is like for the Saproling deck, really. Glass Asp. Molder. Eternity Snare. That's really freaking mediocre removal. That's only bounces your own guys. Orcish Cannonade. It's like Cannoneers, but it only happens once, which makes it not as good. I honestly just don't know what to take here. Benelish. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll take this. I mean, it goes well with my Hermit. Doesn't seem that great, though. This is a decent sliver, I think. Squire. Sanctuary Cat is strictly better than Squire. Shouldn't say that's true, actually. Tribal. This has much better tribes for tribal reasons, but flying. That's okay. Bleh. Yeah, that's okay. Viscera Deepwalker. I think that's pretty good. I mean, most cheap suspend guys are pretty good. I do like blue, although the main thing about taking blue cards is that there's Ephemeron and the Cloudskate, which I'm sure people take early. They seem very powerful. But I guess I'll take the Deep Walker. It seems better than the Flash Bear. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. Scion of the Ur-Dragon. It's pretty sweet if you get it to work, I guess. But it's actually just not that good. It's like a 4/4. Like, you're rarely going to have other dragons. Gemhide Sliver seems pretty good. Just as a dude. This guy's probably one of the better Thalids. He's expensive, but I think things are allowed to be expensive for the most part in Time Spiral. Slower format, I'm guessing. Dreadship Reef, that's mana fixing. Clockwork. I think I'm just going to take the Mana Dork Sliver. Don't really know what our deck is aiming to do, but I think we're playing green for sure. So, this guy's. I like this sliver. Like this sliver as well. Teachings. Oh man, Teachings is a sweet card. I don't think that's really the deck we're heading into. Prismatic Lens is pretty good, I think, but I kind of like Nantuko Shaman here. I mean, you almost always just want to suspend him, but when you do, it's just a lot of value. So, we got some Thalids. Is this one of the better Thalids? I think so because it's cheaper. Fine Slayers. U control. Bleh. Assembly workers. The actual dude. That's what Mishra's factory becomes, essentially. Meh. I mean, that doesn't seem that bad. But I just want to go with Terramorphic Expense here. Pretty sure it's hard for this to be a bad card. Oh, I don't really like that. Where X is a number of attacking creatures. That's okay, maybe. I think. No. That's not. I guess this guy's like playable. I don't really know. Crozin. Alright, so that confirms my suspicions that this thing isn't very good. Stage of Epicure seems fine. So does Drifter, Eldal. So you have to be aggressive for this guy to work. No, that's kind of useless. Man. Maybe I take this guy and try to make him work. I mean, I already have some ramp stuff. I don't know if that's possible. I think like this I just snapped up way too early. Sure, I'll take that thing. I guess I'm giving up like some decent blue 2-drops, I guess, but that's about it. I guess this thing, I don't know. From a power standpoint, it seems pretty decent. Just because you can do it at instant speed and whatnot. Here, Glass Asp seems like it's not great. It fails the vanilla test. Pretty hard for a green creature, but this is foil, so sure. I'm assuming what's left in the packs at this point is not playable, and I guess I'll take a rare. It's actually probably smarter to take Ancient Grudge there for sideboard. This sliver seems pretty good. I mean, I like flanking as an ability. For those of you who don't know what flanking does, you can read it there. And we're gonna get a brass knot anyways. So look, you can read what flanking does. Oh, can't remember how to click it, but it's just basically inverse Bushido. Whoa, we have a dragon. Works well with we're not playing Sign of the Dragon. I'm a big fan of the dragons, but I just can't see us playing it. Like maybe if it was part green, I consider it, but I'm gonna ignore that for now. Then, okay. Uktabi Drake doesn't seem that good. Erratic Mutation seems okay, actually. Regenerate. If it isn't a land card, meh. I mean, that's pretty strong effect on the sliver, but it's multicolored. I guess the Pallid Mycoderm goes well with like our Pendelhaven. We missed a lot of the just the dorky fungus dudes though. Thundermare. Or Gaia's Anthem. Got some other stuff. Should probably look at that. This guy seems fine, I guess. I mean, Horned Turtle, you get some value out of him late in the game. Sunlance is pretty good removal, I'm sure. That guy's pretty good, I would think. So, this guy's, Haven Rift Watcher, good card. I kind of want to just take one of the rares here, though. Timbermare is kind of sweet, but it's really limited in application. So I wanna try Guy's Anthem here. See what I can do with that. Okay. Benelish Commander. I mean, alright, well, let's see what else is here. Evolution Charm. That seems pretty mediocre. This guy seems decent in combat. This is really poor removal. I mean, you'd still probably play it, but I want to take this guy. I don't think I have any soldiers. Cryo doesn't make soldiers, but I don't think I'm playing Cloudscaper, by the way. But he seems kind of sweet, just to kind of, once you've played all the other cards, you suspend him for whatever you can, and you get some value out of him, and then he comes in. I mean, doesn't seem good, really, but he seems playable. It's a good sideboard card. All slivers have haste, that seems fine. Any player, meh. Dormant sliver. That might be something to consider, actually. The only slivers we have... Yeah, it does draw you a card when it enters the battlefield. Only slivers we have is this guy, who I don't think our deck really wants, although he works well with the 1/1 stuff. And, but Gemhide Sliver and Dormant Sliver go pretty well together, actually. This guy's just Whirling Dervish, but black. I think it's worth trying. I don't know, is Mana Teeth that good, or is Reflex Sliver? He seems a bit expensive. We'll try this guy. I got the Terramorphic Expanse to find the island, but I think I'm just gonna hide these. I think where I want to be is green-white. But yeah, he seems pretty good, just, having the mana dorks, because you're not really going to be attacking with the slivers I have. Spitting Sliver, Sheevan Meteor, that's pretty funny, but limited out. Ooh. I don't even know if this is good, but like, even though I missed a lot of cards, I think I want it, if I can actually put this kind of deck together, that would be so cool. So I'm going to snap this up. I don't think there was too much else going on in that pack anyways. Calciderm. Whoa, if Calciderm's anything like Blastoderm, it's got to be pretty strong. Bleh. Yeah, I mean, if this Blastoderm is like Savage in frickin' Pauper Cube, and he's playable in Normal Cube as well. I mean, he's not amazing in Normal Cube anymore, but like in my Pauper Cube, Blastoderm's one of the better creatures, I would say, for sure. Thing to remember about this is, yeah, it's not the same as Fading. You don't get the extra turn when you move last dies, but maybe it's because the format's slow that he's coming late, but still seems like a pretty solid creature. Healing Leaves. Yuck, Healing Self. This is pretty. It's almost kind of like a counterspell for creatures, but I think I know what colors I want to be in. Is this guy? I don't really like this guy, although he does go kind of well with the what's that 4-mana card, Life and Limb deck. He also turns our saplings into mana dorks, which is kind of cool. That enchantment. Yeah, I guess I'll take Ghost Tactician. This is an interesting, cool deck. I probably should not be playing in 8/4s for this format. Swiss is definitely probably more around my power level. For each aura. I mean, I think the best card here is Scurf Shaman, because it's like a 2/2 with Fear. Midnight Charm's not terrible, I think. I guess I want Reflex Lever, though, just because it's a playable. I think Scurf Shaman just seems like an efficient creature, though, to me. Blah. I mean, this is another 1/1. Sure. Probably don't want to play it, but these guys seem pretty strong and aggressive deck, but the format does seem slow. Blah blah. Pongify. It's a pretty sweet name. I guess I like this. If I'm gonna hate draft anything, that seems kind of annoying. Frenetic slip, meh. I guess I'll take this thing. I can't. This thing can't be good though. I mean, it gets rid of your lands, but if you're not drawing lands, you're just milling yourself. So yeah. I guess I'll take that. I mean, I'm just taking stuff for the. Ooh, blue. For each island you control. Guess the Vig sliver. Does it really matter? I mean, yeah. The only thing about Dormant Sliver is that a 2/2 is not the best blocker, but if you make him into Mana Dork Sliver as well, that's quite good. Like I have to think as a sliver in isolation, Gemhide Sliver's got to be like a good one. All right, we do not have a playable rare here, although the cheese does stand alone. This guy seems fine. New Benalia. Put a spore. What else do we have that actually does that though? Like I remember we passed too many of the guys that actually make saplings. This guy, yeah, he doesn't do it with. I'm pretty sure we only have one other creature that does it with fungi. All right, let's see what we got else. This card's pretty nice actually. This is a lot like Timely. You do get the more desirable side of Timely out of it. It seems pretty good in our deck. But I think I want this a little more. Since our goal is to get ahead on creatures with tokens, like the making the 3/1/1s to, get affected well will only happen sometime. Magus of the Abyss. Nah, that seems annoying, but I'm certainly not going to take it. Frenzy. Ghostfire. Is Ghostfire worth splashing for? Frenzy. Shadow. Suspend. It's decent. Delve counterspell. If you've cast. Meh. This thing seems alright, I guess, but it's not something we can play, really. I mean, I guess I could splash one of these two, although I'm kind of want to splash blue off this for that, but yeah, Ghostfire is probably better, so. The Eye of Ugin, that is some heavy foreshadowing to many years in the future. Arc Blade. If I splash for Ghostfire, I mean, I only suspend it. I never just want to hardcast it. Seems unlikely, but what else do we have in our actual colors? Like, oh, wait, no, this thing's savage. No way I can pass this. Yeah, what I do remember of the few times I drafted the format is that this card was very good, so Sprout Swarm it is. Hopefully I didn't miss one of those earlier in my negligence, but, yeah. Print the next return. I don't think I have any rebels. This thing can't possibly be good. Delay, whatever. Aura swap, that is cool, but yes, you have to have auras, and you do not want to play a flight for 2 in the first place anyways, just to make your other auras slightly better. There's just like nothing in our colors. Like, I'm not gonna play. I mean, I guess this guy's a 1-drop, and I kind of like 1/1s, so yeah. Sliver cycling, that's kind of cool. Cloud Key. interesting. I don't think that's playable, but it's interesting. Morphine Enchantment. I actually don't want that on our deck because it works terribly with Pendelhaven Elder. Gift of Granite, that seems pretty bad. Fate Seal Sliver. Meh. Enchantment. I actually do have at least a enchantment. I mean, that thing seems terrible. So yeah, I guess I'll go with Lost Romancer. I think, yeah, I have Life and Limb, which I have no idea if it's good, but it seems really cool. Veilstone Amulet. No. I mean, if they have anything relevant to do to your creatures, they will do it in response to anything that would give your guys Shroud being cast, I'm pretty sure, so. Riddle of Lightning. What the hell? This seems really good. And unless I'm looking at something wrong. There's nothing in our colors as well. I mean, I'm probably just going to take Riddle of Lightning, even though I didn't intend on playing it. Seems really good. Alright. Still not sure what I'd rather splash for. Dormant Sliver or Ghostfire. I will have to see. This guy seems really mediocre. Blah, I don't really like that either. Because it just blocks terribly. Llanowar Reborn. I guess. Kind of a neat utility land. All those... The odd man out in that whole cycle is really New Benalia, because first off, Scry is not a mechanic you see that much in white. I don't even think during Future Sight. And it was also the only non-Ravnica keyword. It's kind of cool. This thing seems alright, actually. It starts looting on the same turn Merfolk Looter would, so yeah, it seems pretty good. I guess I just take that thing. I don't really know. We haven't been getting a lot of white or green in this pack, although we did get that Spirit Swarm, which I'm sure is pretty damn good. I guess I'll take another utility land here. So we have bits and pieces of that kind of cool sapling deck, which I can be happy enough about that. No, I don't like that. I mean, well, no, what I'm saying, I'm just hate drafting. I guess I'll take the foil, since I don't think I'm playing any of those cards. Don't want to play Salt Skitter. Seems like we're a little short on playables. Whatever. Oh no, that's pretty terrible because it's all includes our own, and we have one enchantment that we actually like. Sure, Gift of Granite. I was gonna say it's a decent sideboard against, I don't know, whatever enchantments are savage in this format. Doesn't really matter. I don't think either of those are very good. Oh, okay, well, this turned out all right. I think I don't really know what's going on. I'll remind you guys, but hopefully we can make it past the first round here. I have no right being an 8-4. I just kind of jumped in whichever one was closest to firing, but I have just no idea what I'm doing in this format. So we're gonna leave all that stuff out for now. I think that can go in the brass now. I really want to play Pendelhaven Elder. Antuco Shaman, that guy's good. I think that's good. Guy's Anthem. Guy's Anthem actually works pretty poorly with Pendelhaven Elder as well, but it works pretty well with like just the token making in general. Like, if I only need really one of these. Yeah, I think I forgot about this one. I was talking about the guy who finds an enchantment. I think I definitely want to play him because he can find both of our cool enchantments. I'll leave that guy out for now. I guess I want Sidewinder Sliver in there. The 1-drops just might find their way in because 1/1s are something this deck kind of wants. Definitely want this really mediocre guy. Actually, his effect's Anthem. I thought he was life gain for some reason. That's probably not terrible. I really don't want to play you. I'll play you. Play you. I'll play you. Okay, so we gotta add some more things in. Yeah, I wasn't cutting a lot of stuff that I didn't really want to play. What would I rather have? Dormant, Sliver, or Ghostfire? I mean, I guess there's nothing that technically says I can't have both. Our curve's not too bad. I mean, I just don't see how we ever actually get to Cloudscaper. Like, we definitely need to play 18 lands, which might not be terrible in this form. I think I just want to be dealt to each creature you control. Sure. Want to throw in, like, this mediocre 1-drop, I think. Ghostfire seems pretty good. I mean, I guess I could play both. Wait, what's my, how many slivers I got? I mean, 3. Although Reflex is pretty poor in our deck, actually. Gemhide's really the key sliver in our deck, for sure. And he works well with Dormant Sliver. The other two really don't. I think Flanking only works on attacking. Works on blocking. When a creature... Yeah. Okay, so... this guy, I can't play this, can I? It seems really bad. Could always, if I splash blue, I could grab like Vig Sliver. I could play all my blue cards on top of that. Instead of Ghostfire, I could play these 4 blue cards. Then I'm basically 3 colors, which is not the best. So that, or I have to play this really thing. I think has to be just bad. This has to be pretty bad. Although, is a one-off Rally the Peasants good enough with all the tokens? I don't really think so. I mean, I could always just have this as a morph. I have a lot of red cards. Could always go kind of the 3-color route. Face off Ghostfire, just throwing 3 more red cards here. Riddle of Lightning seems pretty good. So does this thing actually. Aether Membrane. Just discourages people from attacking. Jeez, I don't really know. Leave suggestions in the comments if you wish about which direction I should. Like these 1-drops are just really bad, if not for this and this. Anyways, maybe I misread signals at some point. I just feel short on playables, though, to be honest. I mean, I ended up with a lot of mediocre white. I guess Revere Dead. Just as a fucking Drudge Skeletons. I guess, then I could, like, remove Ghostfire is, like, my only real piece of removal. I don't really want to cut it. I could play 18 lands. And, like, Cloudscaper. Okay. I'll try this. Is that my phone? Yeah, it is. Cool. I can get to it after. Let's go ahead and add the land. 1 mountain seems right, but let's just look at... That looks just about right to me, actually. We don't have anything more than doubles, since I don't think I really want to hardcast Crozen Cloudscaper. I mean, it's mostly just going to be a morph that I can just, like, randomly blow them out with, or that they will confuse with Fell Knight Hermit after a game or so. Let me look at the stats real quick, I guess. I think that's what I'm going to go with, what it suggested. What's going on? What's going on? Sure. Alright, guys, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I have some cards that I think are pretty bad in my deck. But we're going to try this out anyways and see how it goes. I'll see you guys in there.